back. I'm so glad that you came back and joined me. What do you want to do today? How about we do another thrift where we use those Pantone colors and pick out some clothes that match up with these colors? That sound like fun? It sure was fun before, so why wouldn't it be fun again? Let's also make some jewelry that's floral in theme to kind of invite the warmer weather. And let's watch an amazing TV show that you may or may not have seen, the Felix the Cat show, the cartoons, if you will. They are so cute and funny, and I think that it would be fun to watch them with you. While we're here, why don't we take a look at stuff in my room, and we'll look at the Emerald Witch. That's right, the Emerald Witch. I'm gonna bring her to you both in and out of the box, so stay tuned. If any of this or all of this sounds good to you, then let's go. Okay, you guys, who's ready to thrift with their legs? We're gonna do another Pantone thrift. And I'm super excited, and this time I did not lose my colors. So we're going to do this rusty orange, this blue, yellow, and green, and I'm super excited to show you what I found. Have you done the Pantone Thrift Challenge yet? It's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend it. Like I said, all you have to do is go get your little paint samples. Well, you don't even have to do that, quite honestly. Just go on your phone. I mean, I'm so old-fashioned. I'm still doing everything the old way, but I like it. I like tactile. I like touching things, which is why I love to go to the thrift store. I like going and searching. The services where you can get stuff online and even thrifted stuff is wonderful, but there's nothing like going in a store and looking at it yourself. I like the adventure. So, that being said, who wants to see what I got and how these colors worked out? Okay, you? Well, I hope so. Okay, let's go take a look. Look number one is gonna be so much fun. Are you ready to see it? Let's go. Okay, the Pantone thrift. Here is the beautiful, is brick orange a color? I don't know. It's like a mix between brick red and orange, and I love it. I love it. It's this beautiful fabric. That definitely goes with our orange. Okay, you guys, with this look, I had so much fun. That bright, deep orange color was a lot of fun to accessorize with. I just threw on some vintage necklaces, some that had some of that blue in it. And my favorite are these silver go-go boots. They are so tall and so fun, and I don't get to wear them that often, but this dress was the perfect length to show them off. Look number two, we've been waiting for you. You guys, these puns are just dumb, right? Would you like to see look number two? I'm pretty excited about it. Let's go see. Okay, outfit number two. This dress with all the greens and golds, and I don't know if you can tell here, but it's got like a sheen, like a gold sparkle to it. Just beautiful. There's the brand. So I don't know. It could be another language. If you know, let me know. It is such a gorgeous dress, though. I love how it gathers here around the waist. And yeah, definitely getting that green and that gold in there. Okay, this look was so much fun, and all I really did was throw on a bright yellow necklace and some fun gold shoes, and it just pulled it all together. Yeah, I threw on another necklace there too with some gold in it, but I feel like I could have belted it as well to get another fun, different look out of it. I mean, there's so many ways you could go with this. A sweater vest would look really cool too to add some interest, because this has some really fun sleeves, and I love showing off a fun sleeve. Look number three looks pretty good to me. Want to go see? Let's go. Okay, this outfit was fun, I'm not gonna lie, and I happen to have that deep orange belt, which really kind of gave it some zhuzh, and again, I threw on some orangey necklaces and a copper necklace that matched the belt a little bit, and Yeah, just some tan heels. It was fun and I love it, and there you go, that's what you get. Okay guys, how did we do? I feel like we hit pretty great with the vintage stuff and definitely got all the colors in there. Now, I did obviously mix some accessories in there to get the full spectrum of colors that I needed, but sometimes that's what you need to do. You need to fudge the details, and I'm really good at doing that, so I did. Anyway, this was a lot of fun. Again, I highly recommend the Pantone thrift. It will definitely bring you some joy and give you some kind of inspiration to find your next look. So, hope to see you again. Thanks for joining me. How are you guys? Do you have a few minutes to talk about Felix the Cat? So Felix is a really, really old cartoon. As a matter of fact, the one I'm going to talk about, I believe is from the 30s. I watched the Felix the Cat show on Tubi, of course, and I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I've always known about Felix and I've watched them over the years, but these are the really old ones and they're super sweet. There's no dialogue or words or anything. It's all set to music, which I think is so charming. And I'm just going to talk about the one particular episode that I enjoyed before I filmed this. And, you know, if it sounds cute to you, then I hope you go watch it as well. So Felix is just this cute little black cat that gets into all these situations, and it's adorable. The one I watched was so sweet. So it's very funny because he sees this cat that's like sitting up on a hill or a bench or something, and he goes over to her, I think it's a girl, and he's like basically motioning what's wrong, and she's like sad. So his solution, here's the cute thing he does. The artist who's drawing the cartoon, you see like his pen and stuff throughout it. So Felix will motion up in the corner to like, give me the pen. For this instance, he sees the girl has a problem and he's like, give me the eraser. And then the artist gives him the eraser. And Felix takes the eraser and he gets rid of her face. And then he asks the artist for the pen, and then he draws in a new face that's prettier. Okay. I mean, then she becomes like this pretty little cat, and it's like, oh, very girly, very cute, and it's funny. So, but Felix is like, that's not enough. So then he goes to where these flowers are, and he gets this flower, and he places it on her like a dress, and it's adorable. And then he's like, but you need more. So then he jumps into the ocean and he finds like the clams or oysters, whichever one makes the pearl, you know, I think it's clam, right? Clamshell. Yeah, right? He gets the pearl, only it's like already a necklace, like as teeth in the clam. It's so cute. So he takes it and he brings it up to her and he gives her the necklace, and she's like, oh, I love it. And he's like, but wait, you need more. So he finds this bear that's like just hanging out, and he wrestles the bear because he wants to get its fur. And then he ends up getting it, and he gives her the fur as like a fur coat. So obviously what every girl wants, right? Pearl necklace, fur coat, very old tropes, very cute. And he puts that on, and then all of a sudden you get the sense that she's like, well, I'm too good for you now, Felix. It makes him really upset. So he, again, like I said, this whole thing is basically, it's obvious that they know their drawings and they know how to draw and erase and all this. So he grabs the piece of the paper that she's drawn on and he rips it out, and that's the end of the cartoon. And it's so super cute. So if you guys are interested, go on Tubi and watch it. The music is really cute. It's just like old-fashioned, you know, instrumental music going on in the background. And yeah, I can't recommend it enough. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll catch you again next week.
How do you stop a bull from charging? Ooh, how? Cancel its credit card.
Who's ready to make that floral necklace? Okay, yeah, these are vintage Christmas lights. I've been holding on to them forever. When I thrifted them, I was so excited about these little floral looking rings around the lights. And I gotta tell you, I'm very glad that I did. I just took the lights and put them in this mason jar, because won't that look cute at Christmas anyway? Okay, I find many different methods that I tried did not work, so here's what I did. I put my wire through one of these wooden beads, and I just left enough room on each side, so what I could do is wire wrap a loop, and then they can just loop from side to side. Now, normally if I was doing a project like this, I would drill through the piece on the edges, like I would have drilled through these petal areas. However, the reason I didn't is because this plastic is very, very old and fairly fragile. I mean, not so fragile that I can't wear it like I'm going to, but if I drilled through it, I was really concerned that it might crack or break, and I really didn't want to risk that. Now, I pulled out a bunch of these, but only ended up using a couple of them in the end because I felt like it would look better with just the, I believe I just did 3 here. Yeah, it would look better with just the 3. And then I have more to do another craft another time, which bonus, you got to love that. So as you can see, I'm just repeating the concept, putting the wire through that bead and then pulling it through, and then pulling the edges out and making those wire loops and joining them to each other. I'm gonna do one more so that I'll have 3. And I had these wonderful wooden beads that I found at Hobby Lobby. Now this was like a decoration for springtime. One of those just long bead ropes. I know you guys have seen them. Anyway, they had them for half off, and I loved these pastel colors. I also grabbed some bright ones, and I gotta tell you, I adore them so much. They really are fun, and I will be using them again because, oh my goodness, just check them out. Okay, so here I am finishing up that loop, and as you can see, it's pretty loose. Not in like a bad way where it's gonna fall apart, but it's loose enough to where these flowers can kind of be bent a little and molded into the shape you want. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these wood beads, I'm going to put them on wires, start with my loop that will end up being hooked on to the other side, and then I just string these couple beads on like so. Okay, and then I'm going to take that loose end and I'm going to make another loop here on the edge of the flower loop, cut that off, tighten it up. There we go. And we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. And then the loops that you start out with on your wires will be used to go ahead and connect your clasp and your jump ring. Yeah, you're just looking at an image right now of my flowers just sitting there waiting to be finished off. As you know, sometimes I just like to set things down and kind of take a peek at them. Okay, now I've got this wire and I'm gonna go ahead and make that loop. I pretty much make sure, because these beads have a bigger hole, that hole goes over that initial wrap because it looks nicer. Okay, it'll just kind of slip down over that. And then we're gonna finish it off with the other loop and the clasp. And oh my goodness, you guys, this is spring-tacular, don't you think? Okay, I'm going to take this chain necklace here and I'm gonna go ahead and take off a couple of these links to go ahead and link it together. And then I'm just going to take a length of this to finish this off because I didn't want it to be all beaded. Sometimes I like a flat chain on the back of the neck because it's more comfortable and it lays a little flatter. Sometimes those bulky beads lay too high, and I really wanted the front of this where the flowers are to lay flat and nice. So here we go. We're gonna put the clasp on, and because I use that link, I can also, the link necklace, I can also change the length. Now here I am with it on, being a silly goose. I'm wearing it at the longest length, but because I did that chain necklace, like I said, I could shorten it up because the clasp will, fit through any of these loops, and there's another look for you. How does it smell? Not like a flower. It smells like vintage Christmas. Anyway, you guys, let me know if you end up trying this as well, your own version, and do something floral and fun for yourself, because it's spring. Thanks for joining me. Welcome to Stuff in My Room, the Emerald Witch edition. Just look at her. She is a beaut. Watch her light up. The Emerald Enchanting Witch with light up eyes. My Emerald Witch's eyes are, still working, but the battery is a little low, so I'm going to have to replace that battery. But whenever I shake her, they tend to start lighting up again, which makes me so happy. I was so grateful to be able to find her both in and out of the box. The box art is some of my favorite box art ever, and I just love it. So here she is, just looking dandy. Look at those little boots and her outfit. This one doesn't have the hat. But again, that's okay because I have one in the box with everything. She's just for fun and to play with, and I just love her so very, very, very much. Oh, look at her, you guys. She is such a great, great doll. Okay, the Emerald Witch, the Enchanted Witch with the light up eyes. This is the box. There she is, looking all nice and neat with her hat. She was originally $5.77. Can you believe it? Okay, look at this box art. It is the most psychedelic, cool looking art with those mushrooms and all these fun colors and this tree. Oh my God, that tree is so great. Yeah, look at it, looking at you. And there's the back of the box. There she is. And she also comes with costumes and witching tricks. And the Witchmobile, which I want very, very badly. And the carrying case, I also would like that very, very badly. This toy is from 1972 from Amco Industries, which I believe is a division of Milton Bradley. And just wow. Do any of you have this doll? She is, I know, highly sought out and really kind of hard to find. So I found her at our local toy show and was very, very grateful that I did find her in person. Anyway, tell me what you think, you guys. This was Stuff in My Room. Bye, Emerald Witch.
You did it. You made it through another episode. Thank you. Are you going to come back next week? Next week, can the monkeys beat the Beatles in a hair combing contest as the world wonders whatever happened to the Oneaters? Come back and find out.